Oh, this is the final boss, and this is defense of Fort Burton. That music kicks. Kicks in pretty solidly. I know I have a volume adjuster in this vicinity somewhere. Maybe not. I lied. I don't have any volume adjusters. Who needs them? Anyways, let's go ahead and jump in. To my knowledge, this is some tower defense hybrid-esque type thing. I'm going to do normal. Enemies are more challenging, offering a balanced and moderately difficult experience. Enemy stats within the reduced efforts. Okay. Fort Burton, beacon of prosperity and peace, stands tall with impenetrable defenses and buffeting city life within its walls. Fort Burton, a beacon of prosperity and peace. Okay. Suddenly, an unknown dark force casts its shadow over the land, plunging Fort Burton into early death of the donkey. Oh, okay. Alright. Without warning, the animals it was the donkey, and from the fort walls, once gentle and tame, become enraged, attacking the very people who'd cared for them. Retreat! I mean, I guess that's like the birds, you know? The soldiers of Fort Burton fought valiantly, driving the crazed creatures out of the city, but the cost in lives was devastating. Oh my gosh. The burbs. It is kind of like the birds. It's like a medieval The Birds. The survivors gathered within the innermost walls, abandoning the outer villages to the encroaching darkness. Despite their efforts, the siege dragged on, and the ranks of the soldiers dwindled until only one warrior remained. Man, these animals are tough. I mean, these are just like animals. These guys have spears and swords. That's... Lexi encounters a wounded soldier stumbling toward her, his face pale, his steps unsteady, revealing the dire situation in Fort Burton. Alright. Is she, like, magical? Gold has been increased with the game if used for many things, such as upgrading weapons. Primary source of getting gold is killing enemies each day. Lexi's arrival at Fort Burton could have been more timely after encountering the wounded soldier who spoke of inexplicable animal attacks. She reaches a village to find Captain Hugo making a desperate last stand. Oh my gosh. Okay, just kind of recapping. Detailed list of rewards. Available fighters, dangerous enemies. Okay, so it's kind of giving me the... Okay, as Lexi joins the fortress with Captain Hugo, they must establish a defensive position with the outer village, knowing that this strange outbreak of violence is only the beginning of their troubles. Alright, so I get some money. I get some population, I guess. And an archer fighter. Okay, preparation. Let's do it. List detail of abilities of respective heat veil. Abilities divide by 2 active and passive. Again, I do feel like there's some localization stuff in the text. And one of the things is like, I mean, I'll probably be guilty of this with our game, right? Because like it's been written in English. If I ever localize it to another language, it will probably need a few rounds of that of checking to like make sure that it's up and running the way you want it to be. So just seems like there's a few gaps. Can hover for respective abilities to see the detailed explanation. For passive abilities, they have a 5% chance to proc. Section shows skill nodes, gain skill points, so leveling up heroes. That's cool. So it's kind of like a really like a Warcraft 3 tower defense vibe. Each node requires a skill point. Reset your nodes. Okay. Available equipment, that's cool. I like that there's an equipment system. So there's a lot of levers to pull. Okay, so here I am in my ability tree. Ability tier 1. Oh, I bought it by clicking it. Okay. So I would love to be able to mouse over. I guess I have to mouse over it. Yeah, I did not expect that. But attack speed's cool with me. Skill points, not enough. All right, let's play. I want to get down to the game. Guard. Shield icon on control panel is tool to do prioritize area. Skip. No, I'm not going to skip the cutscenes. You kidding me? There's Lexi. She just... Where did the soldier? Didn't she rescue him? I finally think there is hope. There. Someone is fighting alone. I think that's Captain Hugo. Alright. Man, Captain Hugo, you're a G. Shep. It's the last one. want to go help this guy. I want to go help Captain Hugo. Oh my god, there's burbs. Look at those chunky burbs. It's like angry burbs. Those things are explosive. If I know anything about angry birds, there is a... Oh, my bow is powerful. I've served here for years, and it was true. Until today, the animals attacked from within. Wait. It was true until today. The animals... We lost so many in the first wave. Now some are even fleeing. Fleeing? Why are these animals turning on people? What caused this surge? No one knows. We've been fighting endlessly, but the animals keep coming. It's as if they're waiting for something. Cloverfield, welcome, welcome. I'll help you protect the fort. Together we may find out what's behind all this. Any help is welcome. You can hold them off for a bit. I'm preparing some defenses. Using what's left of building trees. I won't let you down. Heal and wounded and hand to the rest. Okay. So we're ready. I'm not going to let him down. I'm single-handedly staving out the animal onslaught. Feel pretty good about that. How are the audio levels? It's not showing up too great on my thing. Oh, just say the word. Maybe I should have switched to preparation phase. All right. Explosive arrow. Focus shot. So this is like got the League of Legends QWR. Can I make any towers? Any chance you check out Claire Obscure? Ooh, yes. Best stories. I would love to. Audio seems fine. I actually am planning on it. They had it up on Lurk It, so I did apply. So if they do that, great. But I'll probably buy it anyways, because I have heard the similar thing where any game is getting rave reviews for story. I kind of feel very interested in checking out. Okay, so it's kind of like side-to-side league here. So, can I upgrade any towers? No.
They won't get past me.
Okay, so right-click to move. So this is very League of Legends vibes. Doesn't look like I can build anything. What's this thing do? Monsters. 10 ship. Alright, let's just call it ready here. I kind of click the hero button to select the hero. Auto cast ability. There's only one ability to auto cast. That's my auto attack, I guess. Okay. Okay, I'd like to use it. There's an activity panel. Okay, yeah, QWER. Use the active ability. You can click the target. So yeah, this is very Warcraft 3 tower defense vibes. Every ability has a cost. Each other. Yes, but I am planning on checking it out. This is defense. Let me actually double check. Defense of Fort Burton. And so this is like a new tower defense, but it has quite a bit of systems. We'll see if they kind of amount to having depth, but... Can I kite? Kite. Oh, just hits me no matter what. Rude. Oh, I hit them, dude. What the heck? How much mana? Oh, so my mana recharges. So it's like kind of like a sub. Oh, hi, dude. Easy there, boy. Easy there, boyo. Oh man. Okay. See what you're putting down. Oh my god, it's really tough to click accurately. I think I'll just let the auto attack do its thing. That seems to be the best. These thick ones are not nice. I'm still like super stocked on ammo, so I'm not like I should probably be just like spamming this way more. Should still have enough ammo left. Interesting. Warcraft 3 lol. Boss dating himself. I mean, that is the genesis of so many genres. Tower defense. Oh man. But yeah. Warcraft 3, League of Legends, these are deep in my old elder millennial soul. Battle stat. Oh yeah. Enemies. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So I got some archer fighter units. I think I press 1, 2, 3, 4 to control the heroes. Interesting. All right, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Use passive ability first. You should unlock passive ability slot in the ability tree. Okay. Magic arrows. This has got some ash. It's got some ash vibes. On left click select when you equip. Will activate by the proc. By simply left click the passive ability you want to click, then click the available slot to equip it. I don't think I understood exactly what that was telling me. There was a little bit of here upgrade. Okay. Unlocking skill tree. Click to unlock the passive ability skill tree. Click to change the ability panel. Passive skill. Click to select assign passive skill. Okay. I have done what I was told. Passive abilities or something. But yeah, there's a lot of depth, a lot of systems. The one thing that I'm actually most concerned about is like, yeah, obviously the story is very simple. I don't think it needs to be anything too complicated. But the thing that I feel like is a little bit absent is just really seamless mouse interactions. And like just like the UI and the game experience feels like it feels like old League of Legends or something. Like it feels very clunky and like the hitboxes are a little funky. Because abandoned buildings could be our advantage. What do you mean? The upper floor is vantage point for archers. Each building can host a fighter, giving us control. Alright, let's do it. Yes, I know you probably want me to build towers. I try not to skip the cutscene, but I am very tempted. Like watchtowers, how many archers we have? We've gathered several ready to take positions. For now, station 1 archer per building, and they'll be safe up there. We'll rotate different archers for different. That's clever. More good news. I've heard of a mage warrior willing to join our cause. We need to prepare, but they'll grow soon. Alright, let's do it. I'm guessing those are the animals making a war cry sound? They're coming. I'll defend. Okay, so now I do the prep.
Ready to strike.
Use Ranger Fighter. Left click Ranger Fighter icon. Okay. Has been assigned. You left click on tower icon to move range fire to the tower. Okay, so I'm gonna say where are my Ranger Fighters? No, that's Lexi. Where's my Ranger Fighters, dude? Man, I guess I just missed the
Watch and learn. They won't get past me.
What? How do I put them in here, dude? Thought there was like supposed to be a panel right around here, right? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Those are the monsters. There's a lot of sheep coming my way right now. I don't feel good about that. L. Don't need to log
Just
up.
say the word.
No, that's Lexi. G? I'm very confused. Please assign fighter. Okay. Oh, geez. I had to click ready first? Tower fighter button. Available tower fighters. Yes. Thank you for... Right click. Right click. Right click to assign fighter to tower. I'm very much trying. I want to assign my other one, dude. Dude, what the heck are those guys? Are those my fighters? Those look like monsters. T. 4. Alright, whatever. I'm just going to click ready, but I will... Okay, so they went to each one of those. That's super weird. Alright, so now my homegirl. So those are my towers. So I can kind of like alt between heroes and towers. Okay.
They won't get past me.
They won't get past me.
They won't get past me.
So if I press A... Oh, that's bad. No.
Watch and learn.
Ooh. Shoot, man. Slow them down. Dude, I'm getting absolutely reamed. I hate the freaking, if you like miss the hitbox by like a fraction of a second, it's extremely punishing. Dude, bring me back to Lexi, please. How does it take? Oh, it's just on cooldown. I was like, how does it take so long to reset? I'm getting attacked by ship. I'm getting attacked by ship. I'm getting attacked by ship. Holy moly, dude! Why does it keep rotating me out of? I'm pressing like her like hotkeys, and it rotates me like back to the towers or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm like mispressing 4 by accident. I'm gonna try my R, see what that does. Dude, it keeps on defocusing Lexi, which makes me feel very sad. How do you write about letting the fact that you're... How do you write without letting the fact that your writing is going to be read, that you want it to be sold, affect your enjoyment of writing? I mean, I don't think I do, really. Like, I think in many senses, like, there's no way to not have some impact on your enjoyment. Or at least, like, some kind of focus on results, right? And I think much of the goal is just to still have fun, even if that is part of the focus, you know, and say, hey, you know what, like, you know, I'd love to make a living from it. And it's much less about, like, you know, the revenue from the writing than it is having people read it and experience it and enjoy it. So I think, like, I get much less worried about, oh, is this going to make money versus, oh, are the people that read it going to connect with it? Is it going to be meaningful, or did I just, you know, use all this time and effort, you know, in a vacuum? Which happens, you know, like you build, I mean, even with any creative project, there's always that possibility is you invest a bunch of time into it. And, you know, that's the end. And that's okay. The appearance of undead creatures among the animal attackers confirmed the defenders' worst fears. Dark forces are working for Fort Burton. I wonder if... I am wondering if, like, my screen size is why it's freaking out. I'm gonna try this in window. Nah, let's do borderless. I don't know. Ugh. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. I think my screen size is screwing with this in some respects. So it looks like I want to get to my ability. +1 to passive. Critical chance. Oh, focus shot damage or attack speed. I like attack speed. But I'll do crit, and then I'll keep working towards what's glowing. I'll take their word for it. But yeah, I mean, I to some degree with like the writing stuff, I feel like,
Ready to strike.
you know, let me see. Oh wow. Okay, use melee fire. Let her click on melee fire icon sword and select melee fire when it was assigned. They'll go to the center of the field. Like heroes, melee fire can be injured and regen. Okay.
Just say the word.
Do I even have a melee fighter?
Ready to strike.
I don't think I have a melee fighter, do I? Oh, I can also assign them here. So these are like my tower locations. I think. Maybe if I press ready, it'll like continue the tutorial. Yes, melee fighter button. Left click to open the melee fighter panel. Shortcut to open this is number 5. Okay, thank you. Fatal melee fighter. Let us do number 5. I really want to drag this icon out. Okay, so it just kind of clicking it made something happen, which is fine. I'm okay with him. Oh, so now he's controllable. Oh, interesting. So I control him with 5.
They won't get past me.
Let's see. I'm just gonna put a slow up there. Let's see. I mean, this definitely feels like a single solo dev like made this, and I think they did a pretty great job. Like, this definitely has some cool vibes. Oh, whoa, dude. Easy there, Turbo. Oh, that's my Q. Interesting. My W is this. Boof. Boof. Let's slow down the air traffic, friends. Oh yeah, so that fireball is my wizard, I guess. And I like the vibes of it. I kind of wish there was some different terrain, but I guess this is Fort Burton, and so it will stay relatively. Oh, interesting. So Q is like pressing A in League, I'm seeing, which I actually think is better. It's like my auto attack, so I appreciate that. I don't know, I was stressing so much about plot and story that everything started to feel artificial or forced, but maybe that's just me doing everything but writing. No, I don't think so. I mean, I think, you know, there's a place to be obsessed, you know, a place and a time to be obsessed with plot and story. But I think, you know, a lot of like, you know, you're just thing to practice as a writer is to make sure that it's not, you know, slowing you down. Like, I think, you know, the difference in a lot of ways, like the thing that makes a writer professional is in many senses is less about who their audience is or who's going to read it. It's much more about consistent output. And so I think, like, you know, that might be like a helpful thing to think about, is to be like, hey, like, is everything serving consistent output? Is, you know, am I creating something new? Whether, even if it's editing, like I'm consistent, like, you know, maybe I'm not writing new words, but I'm doing some new editing every, you know, X amount of times. That's valuable, right? And that's, I think, worth, oh, dude, am I, like, almost dead? What the F? Oh, that's the sheep. Oh, so if I left click, it, like, selects them. Okay, so I'm just gonna make this dude run up here and just be aggro. Take him out, friend. Alright, so homegirl here. And Q is like my auto. I want to attack this thing. So, I wish I had some items. I know I saw some items in the menu, but I don't know if they're going to come up yet. But yeah, I mean, like, that's kind of the thing I can, you know, encourage the most is, like, you know, yeah, like worrying and having, like, feelings of anxiety is, like, around writing is, like, super normal, right? Like, you know, a lot of, like, every writer experiences that. I experience, like, everyone, you know, even if it's just sharing it with family, right? Like, that's stressful in a lot of ways, in some ways more stressful than sharing it with, like, strangers who read your Kindle page. But I think the thing to, like, you know, kind of hold close is just to say, hey, look, how do I keep, I'm gonna pop this here. You guys are, dude, no. No.
They won't get past me.
Dude, like, the fact that it keeps changing out, like, who I'm focusing is not something I love. Not something I love. Yeah, the way, like, I just feel like I mean, in a lot of ways, the mechanics of this game are really cool. Like, I like that it's kind of like this, you know, flat but deep version of, this guy about to die? I can't really tell. No, he's chilling. You just go back to being a warrior fighter, dude. Oh.
You are not going anywhere.
What does this do? And there's a heightened for increases attack power and critical chance. Fires an arrow. So if I press this while I'm on 1, do I get like a notification about my status? So I get like an attack increase notification. But it does go away pretty quick. When you write an outline and have a general idea of big moments, how do you plan out your scene? I mean, there's different ways to do it. I think one of the things that helps me as a writer is to really treat my outline as like going to the gym in a lot of ways for the story, where you're going, you know, in some respects, I will do 3 versions of a very simple beat outline, right? Like, so there's, in screenwriting, there's a Blake Snyder beat sheet. In, you know, novels, there's, you know, this formula, that formula. There's tons of different, like, story, or like the, you know, the narrative circle, like the Chris Vogler thing, and or like the thing that the guys do. So I would just pick 2 that you like and say, hey, I'm just gonna outline each of the beats of my story in both of these systems. Don't stick with them, but then use that sort of, you know, use those to just kind of be like essentially like ChatGPT for your brain, just something to generate some like, oh yeah, like maybe there could be a dark moment here or whatever that is, and then from there, you know, then I usually do a scene by scene outline. I think I have like an old YouTube short where I talk about like my front to back process. I try to do it in under a minute, which is maybe a little ambitious, but I should do another short about, you know, how to, or at least how I approach it. But essentially, I use some of these outlining tools, like the beat outlines. You know, there's lots. There's like Snowflake Method, Chris Vogler's writing circle, Hero's Journey, whatever. You know, there's tons, and I think you know, there's a really ETB screenwriting has a character development one I really love, and a lot of it's just like what describes the human experience as you see it, right, and what trial and tribulation looks like for people. All right, I'm just gonna keep going. Unlock 1 passive ability slot. All right, skill points not enough. Unlock ability point cost 2. Oh, explosive arrow damage. I mean, should I wait? I don't really think I need to. I have 0 skill points. Okay, so that's not even gonna happen. So let's just play. Interesting. I really want to find items. Howard's taunt can weaken enemies. All right, Howard. This is, I guess, where I'm gonna meet Howard, perhaps. Is he one of the heroes coming in? Yeah, Howard. And I think I have a final boss GPT that literally has them as its seed material. You know, the things that have worked for me. But I think there's John Truby's 22 points of screenwriting. There's Blake Snyder's beat sheet. There's ETV screenwriting. There's Snowflake Method. There's all these things. So I would just do, like, you know, spend a week just going and make that your output. It, you know, it doesn't matter if it's words on the page. You know, the consistent output doesn't necessarily mean words on the page. It means some sort of progress within the work, whether that's editing, whether that's just filling out a beat sheet, whether that's writing an outline, anything that, you know. And so those are helpful, I think, guideposts to think about. When I was starting to worry I wouldn't find you, we need your help. We're getting worse. I'm fighting for these days. You're fucking okay. Keep up. Old and tired. There are undead among them. Animals aren't attacking the undead. I think the dark power is behind it all. I've been fighting the undead too. It's far from here strange. I didn't see animals over there. I can feel it. Something's drawing them here, but why? What is up with Fort Never Surrender? Oh, I got another hero. Sweet. Multiple slash. Sword of light. Okay, so kind of a paladin. I
Ready
like
to
it.
strike.
Alright, so I can drag. Okay, so these have 2 slots now. So I'm gonna put an archer fighter here. Oh shoot. One archer fighter. Okay, no. I'll put the mage here. And I'll put one in the back line. This will be just like straight DPS. And this I think is a healer. So I kind of want a frontline healer. I like the structure of this game is really cool. I feel like the only issue is that some of it is just like the clicking is a little wonky. Like literally it's just like the UI controls that I'm having problems with, which is I think in a lot of ways a good problem to have. That means this game is like ticking a lot of buttons, but
Never surrender.
yeah, I'm gonna get this guy way out front because he's expendable. Where's that guy at? There he is. Look at that stanker. Alright, let's call this day good. Let's go day.
Just say
So
the
you
word.
just auto attack here. Sword of light. I'm gonna bring you up by this dude. Multiple slash. Taunt. Cool. That's pretty dope. Oh! Can laser. Lasers! Oh man, I actually gotta get these. Oh, that's pretty dope.
Ready.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, why? I'm gonna have some creeps leaking through here, dude. What the heck? Lady. The biggest problem is still the freaking... Oh! That guy just seppuku bombed me. I don't love that. Dude. Keep losing focus. Dude, is my soldier guy just fighting? Brother, help your guy. Help your guy up here. Come on.
Surrender.
2W. Okay, you can use a laser. You can use that. 2E. 2E. Yeah, the UI is getting a little weird. 2W. Alright, so you guys just have fun. You guys party on. I need to go back to my homegirl. I wish I could press spacebar to center like I do in League of Legends. And that means I'm a noob. Yeah, I think if you, I don't know how the GPT stuff works. If you have like a chat GPT thing, you can also use the final boss advice GPT, where I just stuffed all my writing tips and stuff and things in there. But yeah, you can just Google Blake Snyder beat sheet, Google John Truby's 22 story points. You'll be very glad you did. It's very beneficial. Oh, snappers. Taunted him, dude. Alright. 1E. And there's a lot of these bats. Look at these stinkers. 2W. Oh yeah, incinerate them. Incinerate. Let's do another taunt here. Get these guys distracted. Alright. W laser beam. I'm gonna go back to my homegirl. Actually, this feels pretty good. Once I kind of get the hang of it, this feels pretty good. I still think the click and hitboxes are a little weird. Dude, this guy needs to... No, you stinker. You just healed? What the heck? Should have bombed you more. No, sir.
Ready.
Alright. We're doing good. Oh. No landing for you, sir. Alright. I like that the monsters do different things. I like that they land and then get really their heal full to heal. It's like a Master Yi pretty much. Okay, we got some more stuff. Artifacts, no. I do really want to try the artifact system out. But that's fair. I think that's the most interesting thing from my perspective is the ability to like equip weapons on my heroes. Like that itemization for some reason is like really interesting to me personally. Time of day, gold, artifacts, ooh, dangerous enemies. Oh my goodness, there's a lot. But I do get some fighters. Preparation, let's do it. I want to get my passive ability here. Skill points not enough. Why? Don't I not have any? Let's try Howard here. Okay. One passive ability slot. What is this? Increased defense. He's not run out of life ever. Multi-slash damage. That's my power. I think I'm going to do that. Level too low. Oh, I got to do this? No, I don't know. I have a skill point. This. Oh, okay. That one worked. Alright, we take those. I take those. Towers. Towers in place. Okay. Can I upgrade yet? No. I have 5,000 gold, but I need an artifact. Okay. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I like the flow of it. It's a little kind of... Ooh, I'm glad that there's a change in pace. That's actually surprisingly nice. I feel like, yeah, it needed something a little bit different. I think I'm going to do my same layout. And then we're going to do a mage over here. Yeah. We're going to get my number 5 fighters. So I got 2 of them now. Hi, guys. And then we're going to get Howard up here. I mean, yeah, I feel like this is where Howard kind of needs to be. And then if he taunts some of the airborns, that's great. And then I just need to sit with Lexi around here. What's this sparkly? I want these to like be treasure chests. So one of the things with tower defenses and idle games that I've seen really smart games do, and this is more on mobile than PC, but it is very useful, is to have like little quick time events that happen while the game's going, or even during the setup, where if you're paying attention, oh, you can click on it and get a coin, or you can click on it and get an artifact, or whatever that may be, or maybe an extra unit. Those are, I think, really, really cool ways to reward the player being engaged in the game. And I think, you know, any opportunity you kind of have to lean into that is generally, I feel, pretty worthwhile. I want to put them into our project when I have time, but I do not have time quite yet. Clicking hero. Click the hero button to select the hero to cast guard.
Ready to strike.
Use this to set the guard option, then choose any small, medium, and large. Small.
Just say the word.
Okay.
I will lead this to victory.
Alright. Call it ready. I feel good about what I've chosen.
I never surrender.
She doesn't surrender, dude.
Ready to strike.
No, sir. That was a fast bird. That bird was booking it, man. What the heck? I wish these melee guys could do more good than just... But, I mean, they're pretty strong, especially with the healer just pumping them up. I mean, I guess I'll help while they're just chilling, but... That's what I want to see. Dude, 1W, please. No. How did one of the guys die? Alright, that guy should die. Dude, 1Q, please. So are my guys dying? Why are they just getting monsters going past them? I guess they got knocked out until they get healed. So then the other dude is kind of... You guys be running at me like that? Why you gotta be doing that? Okay, this is getting a little more problematic in terms of there being some pretty serious issues coming towards the town. There is a dark force coming, I think. There seems like there's a dark force going on around here. Oh, dude. Just kill these fools, I guess. Uh-oh. We gotta get to our homegirl here. She's in trouble. Uh-oh. 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 This is not looking good. Dude, I just don't like that if I like left click on like a minion it immediately like loses focus for me. I have to like press like 1Q, 1W, 1Q, 1Q, 1Q. Scooby bop. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. This is not good at all. Alright. Alright, let's try to get this fool. I hope he doesn't land. I really don't want that guy to land and like get... Oh, dude, lady, you're getting hit. Move! Oh, no. Trying to press 1, but I keep pressing Q, I think. Alright, it's up to my towers now. Fast forward, baby. I think I'm gonna be in some trouble. If 1 slips, do I lose? Monster entered fort. Well, we'll see. These towers are not very strong, are they? Alright, she's back in business. Dude, move, lady, move, run! Don't let them hurt you! Dude, how did they get, like, so much more powerful? Ah! Heavens to Betsy. Dude, they're like kamikaze in this poor elf. My gosh. What is that? Oh, ground protection. Increased defense of whoever stay here. Wow. Oh, they're fighting on a freaking spaceship, man. We were dead. We were dead from the start. You know. Yeah, once the skeleton spaceship enters our base, you know, we didn't have a chance. Yeah, that difficulty spiked really hard. Let's get my guy over here, dude. Yeah. Okay. Let's try this menu, or let's try this mission one more time, and I think that might be my best attempt here. So I think I want a little bit more like high aggressive in this. Okay, so let me think about this. Okay. So I want my healer here. So I want my healer here. I want my mages here. And
Ready to strike.
mages. Mage here. Right? Yeah, and maybe I have another mage. And then we'll do like archer, one up front, and one here, just to keep some constant DPS coming out. There's like these rocks back here, which I didn't realize were a thing. I don't know if that's for my heroes or for the knights, but I want to kind of get these guys here where there's lots of air cover. So this dude can go back here, right? Somebody there. Increase attack range. Okay, so I really want this chick here. Oh, whoa. That's non-trivial impact. Good to know. So I need that dude to fall back when stuff starts getting dicey. That's kind of what I want the focus to be. Alright, let's give it a shot. Oh yeah, set guard. She does not surrender. Small guard. Set guard. We'll guard these guys. Just in case they get wrecked. But I will be probably manually having to... Dude, like the air stuff in this is like so broken. I feel like there's just like nothing... I feel like I could... Maybe I mean, probably like if the developers watches this, they'll be like, well, obviously, Jeff, you should have done this. Dude, lady, get some mana. Dude, why is her mana recharge so slow? Why is it so slow? I'm gonna think I'm gonna set her guard up to be high again. I'll put this guy's guard. No, he's not gonna do it, so he doesn't have a guard really. I'm just gonna start using his laser, because that was like not terrible. Yeah, his laser is pretty dope. Yeah, look at that, dude. That laser slaps. I don't know why I'm using this archer lady. She ain't got nothing going on for her. Except a bunch of bad decision making, I'll tell you that. Zap him. No. Yes, let him up. Come out of here, you bro. Talking to you, man. Dude, those owls are just like freaking hustling, man. Holy moly, macaroni! I don't think I've slipped. I need to get these guys back pretty soon. Alright, I kind of need to move my 5 guys back a little bit. Yeah, you just chill. I'll let this guy take the brunt of it. Holy moly. There are a lot of bad guys. I'm just gonna start farming my laser. My laser. My laser. Oh my goodness me, man. At least they're getting healed this time, dude. You archer guy? Dude, attack him. Please don't just stand there. Dude, these archers, like, what the heck? Why aren't my guys noticing that they're getting literally lit up? Dude, get back. If you can't freaking play the game, don't get in. Don't walk in, dude. Okay, so that, I think, might have been what broke it so hard. Is like, the AI of my allies is just too dumb for archers. Like, they just, like, sit there and are like, oh, cool, I love getting, like, just, like, absolutely obliterated from behind. Dude, use your freaking move. And move, dude. I freaking hate that I lose focus every time I click. Sorry. This is an intense battle, as you can tell. I am rightfully angered. Alright, so I think setting up around this is like way, way better. Setting up with like the chick on the little like archer tower thing. Didn't know that was like a thing I could do. I just cannot stand the fact that I have to like click constantly. It's like really, really freaking no! See? And then the oh, dude. Just back up and shoot lasers, my guy. You're a laser guy now. Oh my god, is there spaceship? Come on, guys. Get some mana, my dude. This is not looking good. Dude, I mean, you know, I think the archers didn't help, but I mean, I don't see a lot of options for me here. Frick, man, he's toast. Dude, why is she doing 1 damage? Why is she doing 1 damage, though? That's what I don't get, dude. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Don't let this... Nah, frick. It's over. Oh my gosh, they got another spaceship. Wow. Is there still more? What the hell is still going on? Well, get your butt over there. Okay. Okay, that got crazy. I got a priest now, though. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. I'll see if there's any more story, but I'm going to go ahead and summarize my thoughts. Yeah, it's interesting. This is an interesting one. Alright, the word spreads through Fort Burton of a powerful artifact discovered within the village when they could turn the tide of battle. However, the enemy forces seemed to react to its presence, launching more coordinated attacks against the defenders' positions. We gotta protect the artifact and the villagers. Strange enemies emanate from the energies emanate from the artifact, affecting both defenders and attackers in unexpected ways, hitting at its importance in the larger conflict to come. Wow, that seems intense. I like it. I feel so. Yeah, this game is doing a lot of stuff really well. Getting the complexity is really interesting. Where it really struggles is in the like the user interface and the AI. A lot of like the way selecting, highlighting things was really wonky. I couldn't do things like I felt like, you know, because it's using a League of Legends control panel, like QWER and right click to attack and move. I felt like, you know, and obviously like League Riot has like a zillion people whose only job is to make it feel like delicious candy every time you cast a spell. But I do think there's still quite a bit of opportunity in this instance to figure out, hey, like, can we at least just make it feel good? Like, you know, not too, like, you know, not frustrating. I think it got to the point where, especially controlling the heroes and the units and it was very, very frustrating. And then I think it was exacerbated by the fact that the enemy, or the allied AI was really poor. Like the fact that, you know, my sword guy would just sit there and get just walloped by an archer skeleton was really bad. Also, I didn't really understand why an armor skeleton, like, the heat into protective defense, making it deliver defensive undead units. So yeah, but like, why were they taking 1 damage from my hero? Like, that seems super broken and it doesn't make sense. But yeah, I feel like there's some cool stuff. I think there's a lot of really good ideas. I wish I could get to items and itemization earlier. I mean, the other question is, too, is, your difficulty level. Like, bullet heaven games are big right now. This is in some ways has a lot of trends, right? Like your two forces meeting in the middle, but it didn't feel super good. It always felt like I was behind. I never, as a player, had a moment where I felt powerful, like I was good at the game, which for me, as someone who's tired, who has a family, who's, in a constant state of exhaustion, when I look for a game to play, I'm looking for something that will make me feel like I'm not incompetent at one more thing in my life, right? Like that's part of, like, you're like, am I, I could be a better dad, I could be a better at my job, I could be blah, blah, blah. Like you don't want, at least that I find myself approaching games looking for something that's normal difficulty makes me feel pretty good. The fact that this got challenging and like that challenging in normal difficulty, especially on like level 4 where you're still introducing me new mechanics, just felt weird. And then also the way it became challenging felt unbalanced, right? Like I still will bring back the example of the skeleton warrior. The computer froze for a second. But yeah, like the skeleton warrior that just took 1 damage. Like that just didn't feel good. I play easy games all the time. Now it's how I know I'm old. That's true. You have responsibility, because that's the thing. Like, like really, really, but that's the thing. I think a game can be challenging, but when you say, hey, this is normal difficulty, this is how I've tuned it so it's fun, I think that's not been quite, at least for me, successful, right? Like maybe, hey, and that's something for the developer to think about. How many, what percent of my players are going to sit down to normal because they'll feel bad clicking easy, and they won't. Like, I won't click easy. I'll be like, I'll just do normal. But then it's, kind of all over the place, spikes in difficulty that makes it much less, hey, you're right. Nothing to prove. I click easy mode all the time. But yeah, it's just really, same with writing, right? It's like, who's your audience? And is that audience big enough? If enough of them find out about this game and get excited about it, will it pay for your next game? If that's your goal. If you're just say, hey, this is the game I want to make, this is my vision, that's my goal, hey, I will, gladly stand aside. But I will say that the UI, having like a really clunky UI that you have to wrestle with, like that never feels good. I would really make sure that the mechanics, the clicking, the movement, the attack direction, if I don't click exactly on a creature, if I click right next to it, it still knows that I'm trying to attack that creature. Stuff like that was not happening really well, and it felt really, really like I was fighting with the computer rather than it was a partner with me trying to solve this puzzle. So yeah, those are my thoughts, I think. But like the material here is so good. I am a little sad I didn't get an item that whole time, like for both. Like I played for an hour, I didn't get an item for one of my heroes. Like, look at those games like League of Legends. Like that's the first thing that they do is they drop something that makes you feel cool. And, and same with those Bullet Heaven games. You get a Bible that, in Vampire Survivors that swoops around you and starts doing damage. Like cool stuff that's visual, that's visceral. And like those are things to think about with your items. Is like, hey, if you get an item, does it do another passive attack? If I get an axe, do I start throwing it while I'm attacking? Can I make my frontline guy that's like the Howard, can I make him actually hit airborne units with that? Those are things that I would be really, really thinking about. But overall, great job on the game. I'm going to try to end before an hour so that it, looks nice on YouTube. But anyways, take care. Have a good one. And bye-bye.